What's up, guys? LQ here with the LQ review. Here to talk about Ahsoka episode 5. A lot of people are either ecstatic with what we saw in episode 5, or a lot of people are groaning about it. Episode 5, of course, is the episode where we saw Ahsoka in the world between, and she meets Anakin, and he takes her for another lesson. Um, Initially, they have a bit of a lightsaber duel, and then she has some flashbacks in the Clone Wars. And then she meets up with Anakin again, and we really get insight into why she's become so jaded with the Jedi. You know, she believed that the Jedi were keepers of the peace, and here she has a master who is training her to become a soldier. And these are conflicting ideas to her. That was the most compelling part of this episode to me, was Ahsoka working through these conflicting ideas of Jedi are keepers of the peace, but here I am, a soldier fighting a war. Let's talk about Hayden Christensen. I love having him back. I'm a big fan of the prequels. I know that some people love the prequels, some people hate the prequels. I love them. I mean, they're nowhere near the quality of the first, of the original trilogy, but I'm a big fan, a big supporter of the prequels, and I believe that the Clone Wars and Rebels only made the prequels better. And um, and having Hayden Christensen back as Anakin, I think, is wonderful. I could care less about the de-aging. Whether the de-aging is good, whether the de-aging is bad, I don't care about any of that. All I care about is the narrative being told, the story being told. And in this case, while I think the in-between is kind of stupid, I think that it would have been more effective to have Anakin come to her as a Force ghost. We know that he can manifest as a Force ghost. We've seen it in Return of the Jedi. I think that would have been more effective, but they would have had to figure out other ways to do the flashbacks. And I think that seeing young Ahsoka in the Clone Wars was essential to understanding why she is so jaded with the Jedi. But overall, loved having Hayden back, and I hope we continue to see him pop up here and there in Star Wars properties, because I know how much he loves it, and we're finally at a place where I think fandom is kind of embracing him, and I think that's great. So, to be clear, I think episode 4 was far better than episode 5, but episode 5 was solid. I'm just sitting here wondering, we've got 3 episodes left. When are we going to see Thrawn? Right? They're really dragging this out. And I know Thrawn is going to be the bad guy going forward, and eventually the Mandalorian and Ahsoka and a couple other things are going to all kind of come together in a Star Wars movie where Thrawn is the main bad guy. But so far, I haven't felt much threat out of Thrawn. He's been this presence that everybody's scared of, but why? I mean, I know why. I've read a lot of the extended stuff, but if we're looking at the narrative that's being told right now, why? Why are we afraid of Thrawn? Why is he such a big deal in the galaxy? And what the heck is going on with Ezra? I mean, there's only 3 episodes left, and they've given us no answers. And I really feel like they're dragging that out too long. But overall, I liked episode 5, liked episode 4 better, but episode 5 was still very good. So, what were your thoughts on Ahsoka episode 5? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What do you think of Hayden Christensen back as Anakin? Let me know in the comments below.